Hello everyone, my name is Philip Olaomi and I want to thank you for joining me again today at Let's Talk About Worship. This is where we engage the scriptures to reveal God's mind about the subject of true and acceptable worship as recorded in John chapter 4 verse 23 to 24. And our goal is to be able to create a worship culture that is pleasing to the Father at all times. Today, I want to talk about vocal warm-ups, but the breathing aspect. And of course, we're going to be doing some practical exercises. So let us get right on. Last week we addressed how you can strengthen your vocal folds with by exercising, and we did the exercises. We did the ng sound, and we also did the ha sound, and we also discussed about. We also did the sticking out of the tongue and biting it, like something like that. And also biting your tongue here, which is, like that, then rolling out your tongue, which I did earlier. And we addressed what each of these does and how they can help to strengthen your vocal cords. But this week, we want to address breathing. That is, singing on the breath we take to ease the pressure in our vocal cords and reduce fatigue in that area. And when you mastering this act, it's going to help you to sing for long hours without losing your voice. I've been a victim of that before. Sing for about 15, 20, 30 minutes and my voice is gone. But this is what we can do to ensure that this does not happen again. So let's start by singing the ha sound, and you're singing it, exhaling like ha. Yeah, something like that. So the first step is you taking breath. And when you're taking in breath as a singer, you're not taking in breath in your chest area. Your chest area is not supposed to go up. You're not even supposed to even feel it here. You're supposed to feel it in your tummy. Something like you're taking in breath like that. So when you take in breath and you come out with the ha sound, ha. So what happens when we do that? When we breathe, we inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. And while exhaling, the carbon dioxide in our body builds up. And the body is sending messages to the brain that, hey, we need oxygen. Time is running out. We need oxygen. And at this time, the body is ready to receive oxygen. When the body is ready to receive oxygen, what happens is that our vocal cords, our vocal folds opens up to receive oxygen in our lungs. And there is a rebound. So we're no longer running out of breath. We already have the oxygen. And the same process goes, it goes on and on and on. So when we breathe in and we breathe out, we receive energy to produce sound as if we're producing it for the very first time. We have that energy. And our goal is to be able to cooperate with our body to know when our vocal cords are opening up to receive oxygen and then ride on that. And when we try to control that process, we create unnecessary pressure and squeezes in our vocal cord area, which makes it to be sore and it causes fatigue most times. I want you to please understand, that our vocal cord was made by God and it is very, very intelligent. It was made to do certain things. God made it to do certain things, and it is, if we allow it to do what it does, we will enjoy the benefit in singing. And when we breathe, breathing should come naturally to us. For example, when we are sleeping, we don't need to control the process. So also is singing. When we are singing, you don't need to control the way your vocal cords opens up. All you will need to do is just to know when it's opening up and then pass a sound through it. So that way it will help you to be able to maintain your voice for long hours, to sing and maintain a quality tone. And what I'm driving at is that our vocal cords, it automatically opens up when we breathe. And our goal is to be able to ride on the strength of that breath to sing. And you see, when you sing by putting pressure on your vocal cords, and forcing out the sound when air is not passing through it. It stresses it. And this is what causes fatigue. And you'll become stressed and you'll not be able to sing for long hours, especially if you're singing, a high note. So you need to ride on the strength of your breath, just like an eagle. An eagle is known to mount higher, to go higher than any other bird because it glides on the strength of the wind in order to be able to take it higher. And so is our voice as well. So if you are able to master this, you will be able to go for long hours. You will be able to sing without anything holding you back. And another important thing is that when you are ending the sound, you need to end it without squeezing your vocal cords. Let's do it again. You take in breath and you come up with a ha sound. Ha. So when you are ending the sound, you need to let the sound fade off while your vocal cords are still open. You don't want to do something like So what's happening? You are forcing your vocal cords to close. But that's not that's not how we should be. When you have mastered the act of how you can release the sound through when your vocal cords are open, then later as we get into the sessions, we will be able to do some exercises that will be able to control our vocal cords to sing certain styles of music, and some other things like that. But for the sake of this exercise, you let the sound fade off. We need to learn how to release sound through our vocal cords while they are open, and not to try to produce sound, just like the NG sound, like we're making that sound while our vocal cords are closed. And you can try this exercise with the ha sound. You can try it with e sound, only that the ha sound opens up your vocal cords more than the e sound. So you need to be able to control the vocal cords. And a very important thing I would like to mention is that when you are making the ha sound, make sure it is steady. You can have someone, you can have someone, just monitor the process or hear what you're singing. You don't want it to be wavering, singing something like no, you don't want that. You want to maintain a steady sound. So that way, that the sound, that the vibration of your cords that they are producing. And don't do it with any form of pressure. Just release it with ease, and you'll find out how easy it is. So singing should come to us naturally. Singing should come to us easily, and that is what we are driving at today. So, as discussed in our last video, in summary, when you get tensed at the root of your tongue, there's something that happens. It causes what we call the root tension. And this happens when you lose your voice. When you are singing, this happens when you're singing with your vocal cords maybe a little closed or totally closed. So you're trying to make sound, you're trying to force sound out of it. And you can clear this by the exercises we did in our previous videos, like moving your mouth around like this. Yeah, something like that. Or you can bite your tongue. Just make sure you produce a steady sound. If you're not producing a steady sound, you need to rehearse it over and over to make sure that your sound that you're producing is steady. If you can maintain a steady sound that way, then when you open your mouth to sing, you'll be able to hold your note. You'll be able to maintain your sound. And the other one is rolling your tongue, like something like that. And also, babbling your lips, like, yeah. So things like that will help you to loosen up the tension in your your root, your tongue area, the tongue root, so you can use this as a warm-up or as exercise. You can try it several times in the day to stimulate, the vocal cords in an effortless manner. And this will help you if you do this over and over. I've worked with people, that they're not able to maintain a steady sound. But if you practice this, it will help you to hold your note, to be able to maintain a steady sound. So do it over and over and over and over, and you will definitely see the difference in everything. You'll see the difference in your singing. So we're going to stop here today and continue next week, but please make sure you practice. I want to thank you for joining me again this week. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Philip Olaomi Music, on YouTube, on Facebook, Philip Olaomi on Instagram, Philip Olaomi on Twitter as well, and you'll be notified when we post more videos. Also, like this video, share this video for others to be blessed just as you are. Thank you for joining me again this week. God bless you. See you next week. Amen.